All right, today we are looking at the Neewer. This is an RGB magnetic light with 17 different modes, and I'm using the other one to power this video. I will show an image of that soon, but it is on the Neewer crossbar mount, which has my Olympus OMD5 perched right above to do these videos. So let's get going. First of all, I think at $23, these are incredibly useful. In fact, I just pinned these on my Pinterest board for people to go straight to it and get one of these bad boys, because they have another version which is like a long crossbar, which I may get that and use these as like side mounts. So box, yes, it is a box. Cardboard, lovely, right? Mini portable LED light from Neewer. Neewer makes a lot of really cool photographic tools, and they're relatively affordable. So there you can see, portable, pick that up. Yeah, there we go. USB-C charging cable, as mentioned. And then we have the light. There we go. Okay, so they do come with a little bit of charge, but let's go ahead and go over the product just for a second. As I mentioned, I am using just one of these to power the video. It has a dome cap. This is like a diffuser cap. And then if we turn it on, it has an LED on the back as well. 4 buttons. We have power, we have left and right navigation, and we have mode. Okay, so put that right up there so you can see it. And right now it is at 1%, and you can see all the LEDs inside of this bad boy. Now, when I first got it, I thought, wow, that's really not very bright, and I'm never going to be able to use this for video. But as we mentioned, it does have brightness. You just have to hit power one more time and it will unlock. You can see a lock button on the temperature of the light. So it's 8500K right now, and we are using this as a standard light, and it's at 1%. Now I'm able to change brightness. So if we go all the way up to, let's say, around 50, now we've got a pretty bright light, right? And we can throw the dome back on there, get you some nice diffusion, and there you go. That's at 50%. Not too bad. So if we hit power one more time, we can change the color temperature. So if I go down, and you can watch this change as I hold it down, it will change to a nice soft orange warm glow. You can see my hand maybe better if we just do that. If we just change it against my hand, you can see it change. There's a middle ground of about 4900K. I'm shooting this video right around 4900, 5000, because I think this is too like pale, too ghostly. So we'll turn that back down. As mentioned, it does have 17 different modes. 17, friends. So we have an HSI mode, so you can change hue, saturation. You can basically make this any color that you want. If I go against my hand, I think that's the best option here. So here we're changing the intensity, you can change the saturation, and you can change the color just by hitting power. So we're going to change the hue, and there you go. You can make this any color that you want. I think there's like 65 different combinations of colors. But you change the hue, the saturation, and the brightness or intensity just by hitting the power button. So hitting power once, so there we go. We can see we have a lock symbol, and then we have saturation. So the intensity is locked, the color is locked, and then we're just doing the saturation of it. And so you can move that up and down, so you can change your green to way more green, or you can change it to a super light green. So there you go. That is not a mode per se. That is just pure, like the pure RGB mode. So as mentioned, we do have, and we will put a disclaimer, and we did put a disclaimer on this video, that it does have some flashing just because of the modes on here. So if you need to skip past that, we'll have that in the chapters. And you can see we have ambulance mode, we have fire, and this is kind of glowing red. It shows up a little bit better down there. And then we have fireworks, which is like an RGB, changing lights. We have TV mode, candle, which is like a dim, like it glows sort of in and out. You can see it dimming, very cool. We got party mode, which is sort of like RGB mode, not too different. Fault bulb, so if you needed to use this and let's just say you were trying to film like a scary film, here you go. This will do this in a random pattern all the time. So just in time for Halloween, you can put some of these guys out, and you can even have it plugged in full time. That way they won't lose any power. We have pulsing, which is pretty simple. We have strobe, which we'll get off that pretty quickly. We have RGB strobe, which is even more intense. We have paparazzi, simulates like flash on a camera going off. Again, great for Halloween. We have emergency, which is like an SOS type signal. And then we have HL beam, so we have high and low beam, so it'll alternate between those two. We have red flash, which is quite literally red, and it flashes. And then we have green flash. And there we go. Those are the modes. So we'll get back to our normal mode so we can do some more demo of the product. So we have charging port right here. USB-C, as mentioned. We have cold shoe, which has this, and it's adjustable. You can also attach multiples of the lights because, as you can see, maybe if I turn this off, you can see this a little bit better. Each one of these has a cold shoe mount, so you can screw this in and you can put multiples of these together. They even sell an attachment to put 2 or 3 of these together if you really need a lot of light and you want to use one camera or like 3 of them on one camera. You can put them and daisy chain them all the way across. So I would say versatility is about a 10 with these lights. Oh, and did I mention they're magnetic? Hear that? It is sticking to the pole next to me. We have a camera stand that is overhead and it's magnetic, and that's what we've attached the first light to. So lots of fun modes. You can use these for more than just photography. Really easy to use, easy to charge, and having an LED display on the back to figure out what mode and what colors and everything you're on is really great. So I'd say for the price, super cheap. I'll have the Amazon links on there so you can go check these out. Highly recommend, once you get past the, oh my gosh, they shipped it to me and it only goes to 1% brightness, you figure that part out. And the only thing I would add to these would be a remote. I think it'd be really nice to have a remote, and in fact I think they have another version on their site that has a remote. It's a little more advanced, and I think you can use an app with them, so they should be Wi-Fi connectable as well. But for these, since they're a little bit dumbed down, the price is lower, but I think the versatility is still relatively high. So there you go. That is the Neewer RGB Cube Cold Shoe light with 17 modes. I would pick up at least 1 or 2 of these. I got 2 because I'm doing product shoots, so if I need to change colors or if I need to just enhance brightness, I can have 2 of these, and it didn't really break the bank. Hope you enjoy. Let me know if you picked one up in the comments, and I will be sure to do some more product reviews on the Neewer technology because it is really fun to use and really budget friendly. That's all for now. We'll see you next time on the channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel, and it's free, and you get style points. Okay, maybe you don't get style points, but in my book, you're a legend. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.